Hello guys, welcome to the Jojo Tier List. Today we're going to rank every single Jojoke from S tier to F tier. I've got some guests in the server today. Everyone say hello to the Discord server.
Hi.
Hi.
Duwang.
And we've got special meme advisor here today, the Shuckmeister.
Yeah, that's me. I'm here. I'm back again. You can't get rid of me.
So, what we're gonna do today is first I'm gonna introduce the tiers just to give y'all some context. C tier is for average memes, D tier is for bad memes, F tier is for memes that are so bad you actually dislike them, like they bring you physical pain. It's not just enough to be bad, you have to be absolute dog shit to be an F tier. B is for good memes, they're not great but they stand out. A tier is for the best memes, the top keck, the really prolific ones. And S tier, we're gonna try and keep this pretty sparse. S tier is for the best memes that have ever been made, but not just that. To be an S tier, you have to be like a defining part of the community. Alright, I think we've got that out of the way. Let's begin, guys. Let's start off with a big one. Let's start off with the one that, was the first big JoJo mainstream meme that we all got sick of. Kono
Alright,
Dioda.
I know where this is going.
It was me, Dio. So, personally, I'm just gonna cut this part out. I'm at the wrong folder entirely here.
That's why I put a cringe collection.
Make the cut with the King Crimson.
Opening thoughts. This meme was so prolific that everyone got so sick of it. It was legitimately everywhere, and it's like the only meme that you will get called a normie for using on shitpost crusaders. Like, they are okay with beating memes into the ground, but even they are sick of Kono Dioda. But as much as a lot of people hate this meme, it was so big and it was like the first mainstream JoJo meme that I think it still has to go into B tier. Discuss.
I don't know, man, because, the history of the meme, originally, opened up, it was kind of funny if you were a normie, and now it's really annoying. I feel like C tier would be a lot better.
I feel like B tier is fine. It's just like, it's very... What's the... I forget the word for it.
It's classic, I guess.
It's classic,
more of a classic meme,
but there's not so much variance you can do with it.
You know, if I have to assign, any relation to another meme, it's kind of like a Rickroll, right?
That's true.
You gotta give it respect
exactly.
for the presence it has. But, once you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Similar
I'd say
memes. So, yeah.
B or C.
I say C tier. C tier
I'm
or B
definitely
tier?
thinking just, legacy-wise, probably B.
B tier.
Yeah, I'll go with B.
Alright, the prevailing theme is Kono Dioda, B tier meme. Alright, next one. Let's keep going strong. The torture dance.
Vocal percussion on a whole nother level coming from my mind.
I think the torture dance is fantastic. I think that it has put some really high quality shitposts into existence. I honestly think it deserves to be an S tier. I think it's become such an integral part of the community.
Yeah, I'd have no problems with S tier.
This meme, behind the scenes, has actually got its own legacy. Like, originally in the manga, it's just 4 panels, but what they did in the anime is they made an actual musical number to go along with this 1-minute scene that we didn't need in the anime. And of course, it's a good meme, so I'm just gonna say S tier for the sake of goldness, I guess.
That's true. This was like a sizable meme before it even got animated. Then it got animated, and suddenly everyone's making it in stop motion, and Shuck's making it with action figures.
Yeah. Everyone's making it in stop motion. I was gonna say, this meme is a little close to my heart for some reason, right?
Yeah. Tell me, Shuck, how many hours did it take to make that video? How many hours did you spend comparing to the original source material and then posing?
I spent the whole summer just working on it. God, that was for 100K, and that was so much fun. And I gotta say, as soon as that one went up, because I remember it got to the second or third top post on the Shitpost Crusaders for so long. After that, different animated versions of this torture dance just popped up out of nowhere. Spaghetti version.
Yes, I love that one.
SpongeBob version popped up. There were all these different variations that just came out because people had been working on them, and it was so awesome to see that.
It became like a meme within the animation community itself too.
Right.
What's glorious about this, what I think really makes this S tier is A, it's a classic scene. B, people can get really high effort with it, and C, it can be used in average memes. So it's just everywhere. It doesn't get annoying like Kono Dioda did. I never felt annoyed by a torture dance, even when it was the height of popularity.
Oh right, the song slaps, no doubt.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Okay, I think we've decided on S tier. Pretty safe bet there. Alright, next one. Let's choose one that's not, like, explicitly in S tier. Dead dogs. The dead dogs you see everywhere. Any meme that is about a dead dog, especially Danny, has a lot of ones about being in an incinerator. I think this meme is very funny because it's true, but at the same time I don't think it stands out that much. I'm going with C.
I say D for the dog. It's kinda annoying at this point.
There is truth to that.
D for dog. Let's go.
We could do D for dog.
Alright.
Yeah, D works, yep.
Cause like
Honestly-
it's like Araki does. Cause I think the meme in itself is more Araki hates dogs when like he definitely doesn't. He uses it as a device to make the villains more hateable, but you can only use that so many times in the story before it becomes annoying, and then
I
it
know.
gets turned into a meme, right? And then it's everywhere. So
It's like, in a story when it's like, the character was pregnant, oh my gosh, but then, like, The Last of Us 2 did, like, there were 3
don't even get me started, dude. I will go off on that game.
They-
No. This is not the discussion we're
Okay,
having.
but I'm just saying...
We can
they-
only do the pregnancy trope.
They played
times.
they played the 3, she was pregnant card 3 times in one story. How do you do that? It's like, did they not, like, fact-check each other? Like, did they have, like, 3 different writers that were, like, writing each section? It was like, you know what? You know what really pulls at the heartstrings? Pregnancy. And they just didn't tell each other.
Exactly.
But oh well.
Well, that's not going to be on the YouTube video.
Who knows? Maybe it will.
It's C or D for me because it's just a cliche that's been used too much by Araki, so yeah.
I've got the
Okay.
running theory that he got bit by a dog, and just like to spite them, he just kills them every time.
It's like Miyamoto. He got chased by a dog and he made a change on based on that dog in the
It's like-
Mario game.
It's like, no, interviewer, I do it to make the villain look bad. Though Cars was a nice guy, he did not kill a dog. He killed a person before a dog.
That's
There you
true.
And we also have Police, which is an old dog, but thankfully didn't die by the end of part 4.
go. There you go. Dogs. D for dogs, people. Alright, next one I think on the list here. This is just an auto S tier for me. Jotaro versus Dio. I've lumped them all into one category. I'd even say, like, the Oh You're Approaching Me, the edits of that manga panel are so good and the meme refuses to die, and there's... The nice part about that is it's really hard to, like, make a shit version of it because you have to put in so much effort to do an edit. And, so yeah, You're Approaching Me S tier on its own, but this category also includes Rhoda Rolada. I've seen enough, I'm satisfied. Dio trying to escape through a manhole. American Jotaro saying it's high noon. Dio saying this is the greatest high. And then, finally, so it's the same type of stand to Star Platinum. I mean, all those memes came from just one fight, and that's impressive. That just goes to show how good that fight was. Oh, and I guess throwing knives at things. Dio likes to do that.
Yeah, and you have the infinite creativity of people to add more context to that meme. So it's not like, you know, the base thing, pretty funny. The edits people do, S tier, S plus tier.
The I've seen enough, I'm satisfied is never not funny to me, wherever you throw it on.
Honestly, I just think that more people need to use the OVA scene of him throwing the fucking oil tanker exploding instead of the fucking steamroller, but yeah,
Oh, that's
all of these
true,
are pretty good.
An oil tanker for you is also in this category.
I mean, Star Platinum's voice cracks in that same fight. It's so funny.
Somebody pointed out that one of the knives Dio threw was actually a fish as well, and I think that's hilarious.
Oh man, that fish must be like a swordfish in that case.
It's like a tiny little herring.
Okay, so I think we're in unanimous decision. But do you think this is a candidate for, I guess we should do this at the end, but I think this is a candidate for best JoJo meme of all time.
Maybe. I mean, it's overrated, but it's not bad. So
Mayhaps. I mean, we'll see. We'll see who else is in S tier by the end of this, but I think it's definitely up there.
Next category, Stan Cries. All memes about Stan Cries. We got Aura, we got Muda, we got Dora, we've got Ari, and Wannabe. All in one category.
But Jack, you're forgetting the one battle cry that everyone never talks about. And it's Purple Haze that goes...
You're right, incoherent screaming is also a battle. Oh, and I guess I should do an intro here. Also joining us today is River Dude Covers. Say hi.
Yo. Hello. I got my chicken nuggies, and that's all I needed.
Good,
This
you're
is
ready.
not sponsored by McDonald's, by the way.
Remember, kids,
bring it up
don't
for the
do
class?
drugs. McDonald's does not want you to do drugs.
Stop it. Get some help.
So my opening thoughts on it are that it gets really annoying when people spam them in comment section. That's like one of the annoying factions of the community, but then again, there's such an integral part of the show. It still manages to stay above C tier. Though I think I'd put it in, I'd say B.
Yeah, B.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess B.
I'd say
B or
above F.
C.
There's not a lot.
I would actually think it's a little bit lower than B, and here's why, right? Because I think it's not even that this is a meme at this point anymore. Aura and Muda basically pop up when anyone in any other anime throws a punch. It's everywhere. So like,
yo, is that a motherfucking Jojo reference?
Oh, we'll get to that. I'm sure we're gonna get to that.
It's on the list.
I don't find it funny. I find it like, that's charming. They said aura. Moving on, right?
It's just the fact that it's like in every anime and everything now, whenever someone's doing a barrage of punches, they're always doing something like auras or mudas. Usually auras. That's like, or whenever they throw a punch, it's auras. So it's like, it's less more of a joke and more of just, it's a JoJo reference. And that's the fact that it is a JoJo reference doesn't make it funny. What makes it funny is whenever you do it in an interesting way. So just people punching isn't that funny in of itself.
Is it a JoJo reference or a Fists of the North Star reference? I'm pretty sure Fists of the North Star did it first, right?
Oh yeah, they
did.
I feel like, they're so integral to JoJo, but they're also so really annoying for people to say it IRL. I feel like the sum of those two extremes meet at the C tier.
They just don't have a good meme potential, really. There's not a lot you can do with it, except maybe wannabe.
Somebody does something really fast, you can put the stand cries, that's about it. I think we've got the consensus has been in the middle. I'm putting it in C. Okay, here's a simple one. I think this one barely made it on the list, but it's on the list. Seriously, this just took a turn for the awesome, and this really sucks by Mista.
I love that meme. I love that one. That's one of my favorite ones to use. I put that one A tier. I love that meme. You can have so much fun with that. I love this meme so much.
Alright, that meme is S tier. I love that meme.
I actually never seen much of that meme, to be honest. But it's like
as funny as it can be, I think it kind of got hammered into the ground on Shitpost Crusaders.
Oh, for sure.
And,
100%.
It's probably the JoJo version of that one meme from Avengers where Hulk is like, I see, this is an absolute win. It's like that.
Yeah.
Personally, I'd put it in C. I think this is like the definition of a C tier meme because
it's very average.
It's a reaction image. It's just a reaction image, and yeah, you can turn it into a Drake meme by adding this seriously sucks part. But at the end of the day, there's not much to it. You just kind of find the funny caption for it.
Yeah.
I agree, but it's much better than Stand Cries.
It is much better than Stand Cries.
I'd say B tier for it, but I like it more than you guys do.
Just like how the dub version does a completely different version.
Yeah, dub was completely different. This just got a lot more interesting. I'm the only guy that'll know that because I'm the only guy who watches the dub to do edits. No one else watches the dub. Okay, so I think have we decided C versus B tier? Give your vote. I'm voting C.
I'd vote C.
Things just got a lot more interesting, so I'm gonna put this in C.
Alright, noting River Dude loves it, but we're putting it in C for today. Alright, poses. Everything that is related to a pose in JoJo. This involves people making the poses in real life, people dressing up silly and posing.
I'd say A. It's one of the most iconic things about JoJo. I'd say A, maybe S.
It's interesting to see what people can do with it, because they can always do the poses from the manga, covers like this one is, but they can always do a different pose, and everyone will be like, "Oh, it's a JoJo pose," and it can be very interesting. There's lots of ways you can do it, and there's so many poses you can do. So yeah, definitely an A tier for me.
Sometimes you just have a poor model that's does a wacky pose for her shoot and has a bunch of JoJo references in the comment section and has no idea what's going on.
Suddenly reminded of that one YouTube proof that Jack did where Dia's walking like a model. Yeah, poses have been referenced in not just real life, but also in other anime series as little Easter eggs and all that. So I guess it's A tier for that.
So I think we're kind of shifting between A and S. I think you could definitely argue that this is an integral part of the community.
And also important to the anime community as well, just all of anime as a whole.
Right, I would say it's kind of like the references to Aura and Muda and like stand cries, but like a little bit more tasteful, right? So like when you see characters in different shows pose, it's like, well, it's not like a classic like, oh, that's a nice reference. It's like, oh my god, they're doing the pose. I remember that pose. It's from that specific panel of that specific chapter. Is it S tier worthy? Probably not, because I think you can be a little bit more creative with the memes in S tier, but definitely A.
If Clint Eastwood can pose, he can go in A tier.
Okay, now this next one combines two different memes here. This is the Kira monologue as well as his fetish for hands.
Okay, here's the thing though. Explain the meme first, and then I'll give my hate on the.
It's a D.
I think I'd say it's inherently a funny speech. However, I don't think there's pretty much anything funny you can do with it. As long as, like, in Diamond is Unbreakable, where he told, my gosh, the monologue scene went on forever. And I think,
including yours, Jack. Like, you used fucking the alien and then Sugetchi like in a row, and that kind of bored me. So
I thought about cutting that scene, but I think the only time I've seen really good shit with it is in YouTube hoops that do like sentence mixing. The sentence mixing parts of that speech in the retold really make me laugh. I think those are great, but otherwise, it's a weak one.
I thought the John Arbuckle edit of it was pretty funny. But besides that, it's just like it's your standard copy pasta. So like if memes don't inherently get worn out, this one gets worn out faster because they think, oh, I'm gonna post this in your comments section and I'm gonna get all the upvotes. Everyone has that on every single video. There's the Kira.
It's always that post every time. I get it like 10 times every video, and it's just like, it's not funny. It's not really funny. You're just reposting the copy pasta. It's not that funny at all.
Hands are referenced at all. That thing's going in the comments section, guaranteed.
Well, okay. Here's the thing. Can we separate like the hand fetish and the copy pasta? Because the hand fetish I'd put at like C tier maybe, but the copy pasta I'd put like D and F. I hate that copy pasta.
I would say D, but maybe F. I'm leaning towards F.
Teetering F, but I'd still say D.
I don't hate it that much, but Riverdale clearly hates it.
I do.
I know, yeah.
Just a copy pasta, that's all it is.
Okay, so the overwhelming feeling on this I'm getting is a D, and then are we gonna agree a B for hand fetishes?
I would say
C. C.
Maybe
Yep.
B.
I would say C. Yeah, hand fetish is pretty C tier. It's pretty average, you know.
Yeah, let's go to a bad one. We haven't done like a really shit one yet. One that I think belongs in F, undoubtedly, is the following. I'm gonna post it first. I hate this little bitch. Banana fucking Doppio.
Get him in F. Get him out of here.
Get him out of here.
There's no comedy. It's a banana. And that's it.
Oh my gosh.
It's a banana Doppio.
Look how cute he is. Isn't he best boy?
This is
God damn it.
And the worst part is, like, shitpost crusaders would not shut up for, like, 2 weeks about this meme. Like, look, it's Banana Bacchio. Banana Doppio just said a Banana Bacchio is a hoe. Is that not the funniest shit I've ever seen?
The minion Doppio, the minion banana Doppio, everyone loves minions, right? And they love bananas.
Can we banish it below F tier, please? Just, like, not even untier it, please. Just get it, like, to the depths of, like, forgotten.
The Shadow Realm.
Put it in Banana Doppio tier.
I want to see someone. I want to see fucking.
This is such
F
like
tier.
a middle-aged mom Facebook meme. Like, I cringe every time I see it.
It's so bad. Why do people keep upvoting? I guess they don't anymore, thank fucking God.
Well, I'm gonna post this every time a cute boy wearing a banana outfit I can't do.
We're done. Banana Doppio.
I was gonna no.
Yeah, next one.
Wait,
we don't need any more time on this.
What about Family Guy, the banana dance? Anyone remember Peanut Butter
Jelly Time?
Yes.
Not funny, didn't laugh.
Alright, the next one. This is a classic. We got the Koichi Pose.
Yeah, let's go!
He's goofy. He's funny.
baby.
I love this guy. I love throwing him into places. He makes me happy. I'm gonna put him in B.
I'd say A tier.
What? No, S tier.
It's funny, but it's even funnier in the context of a show, because in the opening he just stands there until he gets a stand.
Yeah. Yeah, but like, he just stands there for like 10 episodes, and then he gets to stand and spells mystery.
A tier.
One vote
Me
for A tier?
Daddy.
I would
I'll
say
say
B.
S tier.
I'm agree with B tier because it's like, yeah, you know, you love him to death, but it's just like you can't. There's not much else you can do with him.
You know, you throw him into wacky, uncharacteristic situations, and it's pretty funny. But it's not like I don't know how much you can really do. So I'm keeping him out of A for that. But we've got 1 S, 1 A, I think 3 Bs so far. All right.
I'd say B. Yep,
He's going
B.
into Koichi Pose into the B tier. He's a good meme.
But wait, what about S plus A plus all those Bs? That makes it A tier, right? Because the S is powerful.
I mean, I guess 1 vote for S is powerful, but I'm saying like 2 above, 4 below. I'm gonna take the median here.
All right.
We got Shuckmeister in the chat, so let's do this next one. This next meme has caused a lot of sadness, a lot of tears, a lot of controversies. It's Araki Forgot.
Guess I'll die. I'm out of this conversation right now. If I say anything any which way, I'm gonna get shit for it.
Oh.
It's funny, but it wears itself out really quick.
Let's just say, when Shuckmeister first made the video, it was funny. Good, funny jokes. Had fun with it. And then people took it seriously. And then it got super not funny.
This meme ended up being, in my opinion, more trouble than it was worth.
Yeah, I would say, like, I think even you, way back when, listed, like, a correction for each of them.
That's true, I did, didn't I?
I think you did. I think that was like it was such a surreal feeling having all the people I watched and looked up to tell me I was wrong, you know. And usually like even now it's still true, right?
I couldn't quite tell that you were like cinema sinning us. I don't know.
Right. So like that's why like when I made the second one, like I explicitly tried to make it like more comedic, right? My tone was definitely shifted. You know, I just assumed, wrongfully so, that, like, if I put pizza time over me talking about stupid plot holes that people will think it's funny. Turns out that's not how the internet works.
Unfortunately, well, you know, pizza time's an A-tier meme anyway, so...
Right. I was just like, combine A-tier meme with maybe C-tier meme? I don't know. I think it's, like, C-tier. I think, like, C-tier... Maybe B tier for individual ones, like individual instances, but like.
And you did
overall.
come up with like a correction video, where you like
Right.
This is my.
Yeah.
I'm Shuckmeister. This is my apology video.
Yeah, I've done 2 apology videos for that, and then for
now the only one I disagree with is you saying. I still disagree with you saying that Silver Chariot could not have thrown Polar. I firmly believe he could. But that's the only one I have an issue with.
Silver Chariot.
I was gonna say that the only person who actually took the meme and made it completely dead is the only Hamon Beat!
He who shall not be named.
How does drama exist in the JoJo community? How is that even possible? So I'm gonna vote D. I think I always thought it was an average meme, and then all the controversy just made it annoying for me, but not like F tier annoying.
That's a C.
I would put it in D tier. At least it's not as bad as like Toriyama forgetting Dragon Ball related shit.
All right, I'm getting like a split. Anyone want to be the vote breaker?
D tier.
Put it in D. Yeah.
All right.
I take my C back. Put it in D.
Meister decide.
Okay, Araki Forgot is going into D by the man himself.
I hate to do my boy like that, but it be.
How about another strong one? Warudo. I'm not counting it in the Jotaro vs. Dio fight. It's its own category. I think this meme is very good, personally. I mean, it got worn out, yes, but I think it's still very good. It's got staying power.
A.
I would think probably B tier, right? It's a little more than average, and then people definitely can be creative with it, but you still have that faction of fans who are like, Kono dio da muda za Warudo! And then
this meme has gotten a bad reputation.
Right. So I think it brings it down a peg from A, but not any lower than B.
The thing
It's
is,
still
like,
funny, but you have to get really creative with it because you don't have a lot to work with. It's just him saying the world.
And you gotta stop time. Like, that's the kind of the thing. It's like, you're stopping time, got that. What do you do to make that funny afterwards once you stop time? That's kind of the thing. You have to add in other jokes with the fact that he stopped time. That's kind of
for example, you can like stop time and just then do stuff like add in knives or do time-related jokes within the time stoppage. That's how you make a good Sawada joke. You combine it with another joke to make it effective.
Personally, here's my favorite one, just right here.
Okay, but see, you're also combining that with the road roller and things like that.
That's true.
So it's like, it's a fantastic, like, accompanying meme, like, to start off the meme and make it even funnier.
I feel like it gets in a good point. By itself, it's like a C or B tier, but combining it with something else to help give it that extra bit of flavor, like, you know, you throw garlic and onions into a meat dish or whatever, then you get something kind of spicy, getting that A bordering on S tier.
Okay, Tony.
That's true. I think it's close proximity to like the Dio versus Jotaro fight. I made it its own thing because it includes the Kakyoin bit as well.
Kakyoin!
So I think I'm getting a B vibe from people here. That it's
Yeah,
above
I would
average.
say A.
Yeah, I'm in the A camp too, but I think the B's are winning here. So Warudo, B. A wonderful Dio meme. Ri in here.
I love Ri.
Put it in the same spot. They deserve to be together. They're married. You can't have one without the other.
And Ri has been, like, it's probably one of the oldest JoJo memes. Like, I think, besides, like,
It is.
Auras and Stand Cries, it is the oldest JoJo meme.
Yeah, I
I mean,
included
it wasn't part 1.
Yeah, I included it separately
Well, yeah,
because
but
it
I'm
appeared in
talking
part
about
one.
way before, like, way back in, because people made memes about it whenever using Heritage of the Future, like, clips from it. Like, they've been
Oh,
using that.
alright.
Yeah,
They've
with,
been
like,
using Ri for a long time.
Ri has predated the
Same
anime.
thing.
That's true. So I think, what do we get? I'm feeling a B to an A here. I think it's very simple, but it has a lot of longevity to it.
Yeah, and like you can if anyone screams, you always can put in Ri, and it makes it funny. Like,
It's better than having an actual autistic screech, so...
Re is much more better than some kid screaming Re. It's like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
because you're not making fun of autism, you're making fun of an asshole.
Final vote: B versus A. Let's go.
Or
S, whatever you want to
Legacy meme, I would put it in A, personally, so...
I'm still thinking B. But yeah,
I'm
if, it's
going-
A, if you guys think A, sure.
I'm going B, honestly.
yeah, it's B.
I still think it's B. Yeah.
He's going into B. Another one for the B tiers. Alright, let's go to a completely different part. Not to get political or anything. How the fuck does King Crimson work? I never thought this meme was that funny because I hadn't read Part 5 yet, and then when Part 5 anime came around, I thought it was just annoying by that point, so I never liked it. It's always a D for me.
it's
Yeah.
okay. The thing is about that joke by itself, just in text form, not that funny. I never thought it was funny. Me personally, I always kind of figured out, oh, okay, King Crimson skip through time, he can move through time, and then does stuff after time. I always kind of somewhat understood it, so I never understood the fact that no one would get it. Just in text form, it's not that funny to me. But the recording version, I don't know who did that dub version where the guy's just like, okay, you want to know? Fine, admit it. I don't know how the fuck King Crimson works. And just that by itself is hilarious. I love that recording.
Yes,
But
that is a great
just
recording.
the text form,
Yeah.
it's not funny.
It feels like a relic, you know, because it's like we have all this now and it's not so hard to understand how King Crimson works. But back then it was, so it doesn't really feel like it applies so much nowadays.
But here's the thing, though. Even though King Crimson is like an illogical stand in terms of how it's used, I still think the meme doesn't really work because you don't need to apply logic to King Crimson like you do with Golden Experience. I mean, sort of, but the thing is, I never really cared about this meme because at least King Crimson was a fun stand. So, yeah, I'm just gonna put this in D tier.
Alright, I agree. I think it's going
Yeah.
into D. Like that one voiceover is pretty damn funny, but I think that's like a standout amongst what is otherwise not that funny.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, we were talking about it earlier, so let's just get to it right now. We're going into the Duwang jokes. Anything that came
Duwang.
from Duwang is in here.
Easily S tier.
Yeah, it's one of the most classic memes of JoJo.
Like, you have to be in, like, a different layer
Uh-huh.
of fandom to get this. It's like the iceberg meme, right? You see the iceberg on top, that's JoJo, and then as soon as you go below the surface, you find the layer of Duwang, and then all scanlation errors, and, like, that's why I end every video with Duwang. It's, like, one of just the funniest, most enjoyable. I'll tell you what this meme did, like, for me specifically, right? I was trying to get one of my friends into reading JoJo's, right? And so he goes, and he's in the middle of part 4. He's like, I love part 3, right into part 4. He's like, I hate it. I don't understand anything. And I'm like, why? Part 4 is amazing. He's like, yeah, but this town of Duwang, I just don't get it. And I'm like, oh no! So,
I guess he was the super reattard.
right. He was stupid. I am wood.
I can say that
strong. Wait,
Duwang has given me endless enjoyment. Like
Exactly.
I had
like,
a
if you-
boner so
yeah.
great.
And if you're an anime only, you would never know about these jokes unless you're hearing it from someone else. You only can know about the Duwang if you have either read it or if you were heavily in the JoJo community. Like that's the only way you would know about it.
Alright, I think we're quite clear. This is an S tier meme. It gives me a feeling so complicated. It makes everybody
I was
happy.
gonna make it good like that.
S tier.
Jack. But I'll put it in S tier because, yeah, it's that good.
Next up, it was the first meme to ever be banned on Shitpost Crusaders, and that is Speedwagon. All memes related to Speedwagon. Even Speedwagon is afraid, Speedwagon is best girl, best waifu, whatever, Speedwagon withdraws coolly, Speedwagon narrating everything that happens, and Stroheim saying,
Speedwagon.
I think we're going S tier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
sorry.
its own
This
tier
is
above
literally the
everything
best
else.
meme.
German SS tier.
well, I think we're all
The
agreed.
SS tier.
Speedwagon is the
Yes.
best.
S, but Speedwagon.
S for
Okay,
Speedwagon.
but like jokes
Speedwagon
aside,
here.
but yeah, the jokes aside, it's still just funny. I just love the how you can always just mention Speedwagon. Everyone's just like, yeah, Speedwagon, we love them. And it's just like
Speedwagon, I got that.
it's a wholesome meme for me as well because it's just like Speedwagon's best girl, Speedwagon's great. Like it's like one of the few wholesome memes of JoJo. Like it's not any controversy. It's not annoying at all. It's just it's Speedwagon. It brings a smile to your face. I like that. That's why I put it so high above everything else because it's one of the few feel-good memes of JoJo that doesn't get annoying over time.
Let's stay in part 1. Tell me, to undo your injuries, how many lives of innocent lives did you consume? Loaves of
Okay,
bread.
as an Italian person in the room, right? Loaves of bread are like water, so I definitely think this is B, at least maybe A.
I could say B because it's not overused. It only comes up at times, and then when it comes up, it's like I like seeing that. So I definitely say B tier as well.
I'm not too hot on it. I'm gonna go C. I mean, it's like, I think it's fine. It's like a funny reference now and again, but and dang it, Squadala guy, you're posting porn now? We're trying to make a video.
Sorry, guys, I had to.
Hey,
As
no
you-
being,
Put a feed.
go to
You
horny
said you were
jail.
done being horny, mister. As your,
I
as your
didn't say I
Slavic
was sub-
representation, and never being able to afford bread, S tier, obviously.
I'm just fuck it. I'm just gonna put this in B tier because it's not that great of a meme, but it's fine, I guess.
It's funny, but like once you get past part 1, it just doesn't follow you around like some other memes. If you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Ethiopian kids be like, damn, Dio is innocent. I'm feeling a B. B for bread.
B for bread.
B for bread.
Alright. Next meme is one of
Bruh.
my favorite. I think this is like the defining meme of part 2. It's Awaken My Masters. Automatic S tier.
Awaken my masters.
When my friend introduced me to
That's
JoJo, this
so-
was the meme I
like,
picked
you
up
can
on.
do so much with that meme, and the music makes
can.
it so funny. And just like whenever it shows up, one of my favorite memes is whenever that guy does a flip and then goes straight into it. It's S tier for me.
Awaken My Busters. I love that one.
I wake up in the morning to awaken my masters. Not even joking.
I
Yeah,
thought you
it's a
wake
good
up feeling
one.
so horny.
S tier.
S tier.
S tier.
Love
Yeah,
it.
S tier.
Yep.
Yep, S.
S
Nothing
tier.
less.
Right next to Jack's Wi-Fi not working.
Yes.
Man, this is gonna be totally unedited.
All licking memes. That includes Riro, that includes Taste of a Liar, and all the little ones like Palo.
Dude,
Can we
the
actually
remixes of these are so fire.
I think we can also
Okay.
count the dude in part 4 where he licks his lips before touching the panties and then dies.
Yes, you like that one.
No, I
Squad
don't.
Up.
I hate that. No, I was only referencing it because no one's gonna reference it. That fucking Aaron Hansen dude is so ugly.
Yeah, Squadlaw hates that scene because he sees the guy grabbing panties and then dying and thinks that could have been me.
Oh, fuck you, Jack.
I was gonna say A tier. Yep.
I mean,
B.
Matt Pat almost ruined it.
Wait, he
Don't
did?
you dare bring up his name!
Oh
That video
wait.
doesn't exist!
I
I
never watched
literally,
it.
dude. I literally made a video, a science video about Bruno, and he comes out like a week later with his own, and it gets like way more views. I was so pissed. I was like, God.
Oh, man.
Talk to me about
yeah,
that.
you know,
I can
Mad
taste the
Pat.
salt from here. I can
we can
taste
all
the
agree
salt.
to hate on Mad Pat, especially what he did to my wife Yuri from Doki Doki Literature Club. Fuck that dude. Fuck Mad Pat. So, yeah.
Then I shot him in my next episode on the show, so it was fine. Everything worked out.
Good. Yes,
Wasn't
universe
Mother's
set
Basement
balance.
involved too? I think he was.
Yeah, he was the guy who
Well,
wrote
Yeah,
it.
he wrote it.
Oh wait, it's another
no.
shitty thing from him, huh?
Cringe.
I tell you though.
Jono's actually evil.
Yeah.
So, are we going to say B or A?
I'm voting A. For all
I would
listeners.
say A.
I would still say A, yeah.
A it is, despite everything Matt Pat tried to do to ruin it.
Can you taste a liar? It turns out you can't. There's 12 minutes gone by.
Wow, I never would have
This
guessed.
is sponsored by Dollar Shave.
That's just facts and logic.
Bad run of Fury.
Alright, next meme is significant because it was the first JoJo meme to get mainstream outside of any anime community. Can you guess what it is?
Dun, 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 dun. Yep.
All right, I think we have a clear S tier meme right
S tier,
here.
yeah.
And let me
It's
tell you why.
success.
Okay, the only thing that ruins this meme is compilation videos. Everything else besides it, like if you watch a compilation video, this is not funny at
Yeah,
all.
because you expect it.
Exactly.
It's
But
But I
like
still love that.
when this hits, when yes hits, and just the roundabout, it gets you going. The music's just flowing. I mean, I don't think it could be anywhere but S tier.
Oh yeah.
I'm
I
personally
agree.
not
God,
too
I'm
sold on it.
this right now.
Just because they usually play the notes before the surprise happens, so I know it's gonna
Right.
I
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I think Will Be Right personally. Will Be Right Back is the funnier version, though it is a ripoff
Yes.
of this one.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
But
Because-
I prefer the roundabout many times more.
And
the
thing
song
the thing is with Roundabout, people have like gotten rid of the beginning notes as well for some edits, like future edits. They've done more of the "We'll be right back" kind of thing. Still say it's a S tier.
It's the only ending theme that actually begins before the ending sequence takes place. You don't see that with the other endings from part 3 onwards.
That's true.
You know what? You know what it is? This meme started a trend that Machi no Dolphiru is still doing today, right? Like those whole things where you don't expect it, then the music comes in, and then like freeze frames on something, maybe zoom in on something else, you know.
So
It
I'm
really
getting a
says a
lot
lot.
of S tier. So even though I wouldn't
Yeah,
place
I'm
it that
putting this in
high,
S tier.
the lobby has decided to S tier it above my head. It's time for another meme that I think is total garbage. We haven't had one of those in quite a bit. We've kind of been hitting the high notes right now. So let's go
Oh boy.
with everyone's favorite pick that you've never seen before in your life. Holy shit!
JoJo
Is that a
reference.
motherfucking
Oh,
JoJo
wow.
I can't believe it's not a JoJo reference.
Say B.
reference? Wow.
I say B.
F.
Oh my
Let me say
god.
how much,
I hate this. It made no sense when I didn't watch JoJo, and it was annoying as fuck when I did watch JoJo. It's never been funny to me.
It's ironic. It's because, like, you know, it's like something will obviously be referenced and someone will post it, but it's just kind of funny because, you know, it's ironic. That's me personally.
Okay, but
Yeah,
how
it's
many
all,
people
like,
use it ironically though? You gotta like take into
A
the
lot,
caveman
maybe.
brain, the caveman brain of like all the JoJo fans out there. I don't think too many use it ironically, as many that should. They probably should be using it ironically. I don't know.
I know it started ironically as like everyone would always be like, "Yo, is that a JoJo reference?" And then people started
Yeah.
to like do it ironic, like, "Yo, is that a motherfucking JoJo reference?" But then people didn't. I guess there was not enough people realized it was ironic, and I started seeing it unironically everywhere. And it was like, this is the reason why people think JoJo's an annoying fandom because you won't shut the fuck up.
Alright, I changed my mind.
I think it's funny how this
Convinced me.
particular image was made before Part 5 was animated or anything like that. And like most of the references on there, it's like 2 of them are Polnareff, and then there's the knives and there's menacing. But it's like 2 of them are about Polnareff in Part 5, and yet this was made like during Part 4's airing, I think. That's when I started seeing it used. So
I feel like the irony part of it would be like a B tier, but you know what it's referencing, the annoying part of the fandom would be like D or F tier.
I'm
thinking F or D. Yeah.
I'm putting it in
I don't
F.
know where to put this.
D.
I could put this in F tier, but I could also put this in D or C or B. I'll just put it in the bin.
Well, listen
It's
up.
a good thing Jack is in control of this.
Listen up. This is my video on my channel. I'm putting it in F because I hate it. Executive decision. Thank you for watching episode 1. We've got a lot more memes to cover, but this video was getting long enough, so I'm splitting it into several. Come back later, and we'll have more of Shuckmeister, more of Riverdude, and more of the Discord server covering more memes.